Hi, Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your Devil Comet reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me out tremendously. It gets this channel seen by the YouTube algorithm. So, thank you so very much for doing so. And the Devil's Comet is really quite cool. It will not be in our solar system again for another 71 years. So this is pretty much a once in a lifetime experience. It's really quite intense. It is going to be very intense. So let's see what the cards have to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides, angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides, angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides, angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides, angels. Okay. Fantastic. So let's see what crowns us here. So we have the Two of Wands reversed. Doors are going to be closing. During this time, doors are going to close. And a comet, historically speaking, is not an auspicious time. It is an inauspicious time. This isn't a fear-mongering channel, so we don't want to do that at all. But historically speaking, comets are seen as negative. They can bring with them war. They can bring with them natural disasters. They can bring with them, famines and and the fall of kings. So when doors close during this time, it's going to be quite intense, but it is going to be very important. And it doesn't mean anything bad. We don't have to sit there and think, oh my gosh, something absolutely horrible is going to happen. No, Spirit is going to be guiding us in a very intense direction during this time. And it's going to be saying, move this way, not this way. Listen to me. And it's kind of like when a parent, says, listen to me, and they use their booming voice. That is the energy that I'm feeling with this comet during this time for us, Taurus. It moves us then to the Eight of Wands reverse. We're going to feel like things are moving so slowly. Now, everybody's excited. We can see the Devil Comet. We're hoping to be able to see the Devil Comet during the eclipse, right? But the comet is going to be affecting us from April to June. Okay, there's going to be increased conflicts. There's just going to be an increased agitated energy from April to June. We're going to feel like things aren't moving. They actually are moving. Okay, and they're moving quite quickly, but we're not going to be seeing the big picture instantaneously. So just be aware of that. You can be very frustrated. Why aren't things moving? Why aren't things heading the way that I want them to? And it's because you're not going to be privy to everything that's going on. So do be aware of that. Now, the Devil's Comet is in Aries. Everything is in Aries. Okay. The moon is in Aries. The sun is in Aries, right? The eclipse is in Aries. The new moon is in Aries. The Mercury is in Aries, and we have the Mercury retrograde starting from the 1st to the 25th, right, of April. So we have that in Aries and part of Taurus too, right? And then we have Mercury itself in Aries. We have Chiron in Aries. We have the lunar nodes both in Aries. So there's a lot of Aries energy, and Aries isn't known for its chill. It's just not. So just be aware of that. We're always going to be thinking that things could be moving faster, that there could be more to things. So just know that we're not going to have a lot of chill during this time. And we have strong Aries energy coming forward. So is this going to work well for us? Yeah, probably. We're going to be able to harness this time really, really well. Okay, we're going to be able to utilize the conflict in our favor, move things forward, kind of get things done, use the energy to navigate the way that we want to move forward during this time. So just being aware of that. Here, Taurus, I know that goes almost into conflict with doors closing and things not feeling like they're moving fast enough, but we also have very strong and very powerful Aries energy coming forward, right? So if we're born on the cusp with Aries, when we have everything in Aries, that's going to work well for us. If we have Aries in our chart, that's going to work well for us. We have the ability to take the reins of things, and we're going to be taking the reins of things, whether people want us to or not, whether we think we should be or not. It's going to be like, well, somebody has to lead the way. Why the heck not me? And that's going to be a very important and very powerful attitude during this time. We can be emotionally manipulated during this time, so just be aware of this. This is water sign energy, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. The Queen of Cups reverse can also be that we feel very guilty about a lot of things. A lot of things weigh on our shoulders. So just being mindful about this. We also need to heal, and we can just feel the world a lot more than we maybe want to. So being aware of this energy as well during this time is going to be super important, that we need to heal, we need to embrace what we love, we need to move forward in compassion, but we can feel just overwhelmed by everything that's going on in the world, everything that's going on in our lives. It seems like it's one thing after another, after another, after another. There can be emotional manipulation here as well, so do be mindful about that. But it can also be we don't feel like we have the time or we have the energy to nurture ourselves, to love ourselves, to, connect with us and say, I'm here. I'm here and it's okay. I'm here for me. And that's going to be a very important thing we need to do for ourselves here, Taurus. We need to heal. We need to embrace our love. We need to connect with what we love. And as we do so, we're going to find that that love guides us forward in a way that, we're good with the strength during this time. We're good with the, right, it has to happen. It's going to happen. But the calm and the gentle, we need to make sacred space for. With the Four of Cups reversed, we have a tendency to get very stubborn. We can be a little bit bullheaded. I know it's surprising to all of us, but with the Four of Cups, Spirit is going to take the reins during this time and say, you have to look over here. You have to look at this. You have to see this. And it's not necessarily going to be what we want to do. We're going to kind of go kicking and screaming and being like, no, I have to look over here. I have all of this to do. But this comet is going to throw a wrench into things. And it's going to make us focus on things we didn't want to focus on, or see things we didn't want to see. And it's going to change what we're looking at. And as it changes what we look at, we start to see that we need to connect with the healing. We need to connect with the slowing things down and the embracing of love and the connection with our inner child and the stepping out of a role we think we're supposed to be playing, a way that we think we're supposed to be moving forward, and stepping into being a student of our passion and our fire. Our angels are going to start to speak to us. And what's even cooler than our angels not starting to speak to us, they've been speaking to us all the time, but we're going to start to listen. And that's going to be the game changer here. We have the heart saying to us, you need to hear me. But we've been overwhelmed by it, overwhelmed by emotions, overwhelmed by fear, overwhelmed by caring, overwhelmed by everything. And this is going to be a time where this comet says to us, you have to feel again. You have to embrace that heart. You have to open it up. And we're going to see the conflicts that come. We're going to see the intensity that comes from April to June, has us connecting with healing and love again. And it moves us to the Page of Wands. It moves us to being a student of our fire and our passion, and knowing that, yes, I'm afraid, but Spirit is guiding me. My passion is guiding me. I am opening up that door. I am seeing me again in a way that I hadn't imagined I could. There's a part of you that is afraid. And this comet is going to show that fear. And yet there's a part of us that is absolutely unbreakable. And that's how we're going to handle our fear. It's like, I'm going to be this unbreakable wall that won't back down, that won't stop. And there's a beauty to that, right? But, if we remember our Greek mythology, right, or our Roman mythology, because the Romans just took the Greek stuff and made it their own. But Aries fell in love with Venus, right? Aphrodite. So the god of war fell in love with the god of love, the goddess of love. And this is going to be a time where I'm just seeing it like that, seeing like a melding of energies, where the fire and the passion of war, quote unquote war, but we have to get stuff done, right? We have to get things done, moving forward, taking action, going after. is soothed, is guided, is loved by compassion, by caring, by connecting. And we're almost seeing that as a weaker form of ourselves, right? We want to be the one marching forward. But here, if we can weave together the marching forward with the power of the heart, that will be one of the greatest challenges that we have, and one of the most beautiful things we can do for ourselves. And that's going to change the game. But we have to connect with this heart energy. We do. We can be overwhelmed by emotions, but we have to step back and ask our heart, what do you need? Because we're going to be surprised at what it says, because we're not listening to our hearts right now. So let's see what Spirit has to say. Now, if you're interested in entering to receive a free reading, put a storm cloud in the or a ring cloud in the comment box below. A person will be chosen at random and announced on Sunday. So good luck to everyone. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Here we have wish. You know, I just heard the Disney "When You Wish Upon a Star," and that's it. It's like, what do you wish for? What is it that you deeply desire? It's that wish coming back. It's that wish coming forward. It's like whisper your wish on the wind and you'll hear it. You'll hear the answer whispered back to you. That's going to be a powerful thing. It's connecting again with your wishes and your dreams and what you desire and what you want, but it's like it's giving yourself permission to wish again. It moves you then to your chakra energy, angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. This is life purpose reverse. So this is the throat chakra. We feel like our voice is being blocked for one reason or another. And here it is releasing the blockage in our throat chakra, and it is embracing our voice. It is saying, this is me, this is my purpose. It is letting yourself speak your purpose. And that can be, speaking your frustrations and your doubts and your fears and your angers and everything. But then it's like, my purpose is this. And you're going to be surprised by your purpose. You are. It's not necessarily going to be what you want it to be either. Our life purpose seldom is exactly what we think it's supposed to be. And we'll be surprised. So as you connect with your voice, which will come through connecting with your heart, you're going to find that you're releasing a blockage within your voice, a blockage within yourself. It moves us then to the energy to be mindful of. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. And here we have the Four of Cups. So we have the Four of Cups reversed, which says, hey, be mindful of this. And we have the Four of Cups here in the mindful, be mindful of this energy. So really seriously, be mindful what we're fixated on, what we're focusing on right now. Spirit is going to take us on a different ride. It's going to take us on a different path and say, hey, look at this. Hey, you're going to be surprised. So we're going to be pulled out of what we're focusing on during this time. And we're going to be heading on a path we didn't expect. So just be mindful about this, because we're kind of going to go kicking and screaming and saying, no, it's supposed to be like this. But just know doors are going to close. We're going to be looking forward at certain things and be like, oh, that's not what I expected. That's not what I thought. Everything is going to seem slow. It just is going to seem slow, and we're going to get frustrated. But a lot more is happening than we realize. We are powerful. We are determined. The Aries energy that is so intense around us, we do have the ability to use and utilize to a very high and powerful extent. We have the repeat of the number 4 3 times. That is divinity talking to us, right? 4 is a grounding number. 4 is a stabilizing number. So just being aware of that we're grounding ourselves, we're stabilizing ourselves. The Queen of Cups is the most compassionate of all the queens, and that is reverse. We can be having a bit of difficulty with compassion, so do be aware of that. There's almost a fear that if I start feeling, I won't stop, right? Everything will just come, and it will be so intense, and it will be so much. So being aware of this energy with the Queen of Cups is going to be important. But it's embracing love. It's embracing healing. It is moving forward in a sense of calm, but it's also knowing that the emotions of things can absolutely overwhelm us. we're not going to be heading in the direction that we thought. We're just not. So we have these preconceived ideas, kind of throw them out the window because it'll be easier than being disappointed. We're connecting with our inner child, and we're going to need to. We're going to need to connect with what we love, but we're also going to need to connect with what we're passionate about. The passion, it comes easy. What we love, I don't know why there is such a block here around what we love. It's like letting the love shine forward, letting the love guide us. That is just difficult. It can be around a water sign energy, a Pisces, a Scorpio, a Cancer, sure, but I see it more around trusting ourselves to open our hearts, trusting ourselves to hear what we love, because we've been burnt before. And like our heart has been broken. It's almost like somebody took our heart out and stamped on it. And we're afraid to let that heart shine forward again. But that heart is beautiful. And we're getting to the heart of the matter. I just keep on hearing the heart, the heart, the heart. Yeah, it's time to embrace the heart. Your fire, your passion leads you forward. You're going to be surprised at what opens up to you during this time. Of what comes your way. And there are going to be a lot of blessings that come your way here at Taurus. Your subconscious spirit message is imagine reverse. It's time to connect with our imagination, with our creativity. That's going to be an important thing. It's going to be a bit of a challenge too. Holistic health reversed. It's the root chakra. We need to listen to our bodies, listen to what we need to make us healthy, to not make us healthy, but what our body is telling us. You know, if our body reacts to certain foods, stop eating those foods, right? Certain drinks, stop drinking those drinks. It's listening to ourselves. You know, it's saying, oh, I get headaches when or like keeping a little journal and saying, okay, what happens negatively when this happens negatively when and start keeping a log of it and you'll be surprised at what you find out. So here it's releasing blockages around our root chakra to let in our health, to have our body speak to us. And as our body speaks to us, it's like, oh, that's what I needed, you know? Oh, that's what that means. It brings us to our energy to be mindful of. And that's being on the defensive, the Seven of Wands. It's like, okay, I have to fight, right? I have to be ready for a battle. And Spirit's like, why? So just be aware of this during this time. I always say, and I know you're probably tired of hearing it, that the Seven of Wands is like a clenched fist. But it is. And this is exhausting. This has been seconds and it's exhausting. You know, it hurts to unclench the fist. Imagine our energy being like that. It moves us to our subconscious tarot message. And that's the Eight of Cups. We have to walk away from something. There is something we need to walk away from. And yet it's not quite time yet. Right? It's not, the ending isn't quite there. So be aware of this. Be aware that that's kind of draining us, where it's like, okay, I know I need to be going, but it's not the right time. So yeah. It's kind of like that relationship where like, you know, it's over, or that job where you're like, oh, I know I need to leave this, but I'm just waiting to find that new job, or I'm just waiting for, you know, XYZ to happen. So just knowing here, there's something, it's even a mindset that we have where it's like, I need to leave this behind. This isn't serving me anymore. This isn't, you know, aiding me forward. It's bringing me down. But there's something here we're just not ready to release yet. So just be aware of this during this time. All right, Taurus. This is going to be an intense comet that comes across our skies. So good luck to everyone. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I'm sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of this time and of ourselves. And please note that this meditation and healing will be accompanied by a loud sound. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Taurus. May blessings and prosperity always be with you. I love you all. God bless. Bye.